Welcome back. This is the Kelly Roach Show, and today we are diving in and talking about 5 mistakes to avoid when you want to do an up level for your brand. Now, why is this important? Because over the span of your business lifetime, you are going to want to up level your customer, your brand, and your avatar constantly. In fact, it's a natural occurrence because as your skills develop and as your thinking and perspective evolves, of course, you're always going to have the desire to want to speak into more depth and breadth of experience and to empower people with these new things that you've learned. So you may have segments of your business that over time you no longer participate in the delivery of that serve the more entry-level customer that your team is equipped to deliver for, and you may continue to evolve. But you typically want your brand to market at a matched level for the highest level of customer that you want to attract, knowing that, of course, things trickle down, they don't trickle up. And so you want to position yourself at the level of the highest tier customer you want to attract. And then you can always bring in people underneath that at all levels. So let's dig in. Let's talk about these 5 things. These are the things I observed over many, many years of helping business owners to up-level their brands. And I've seen what works and what doesn't. And the first thing that doesn't work is impatience. And this is not just a word to describe a feeling or emotion that you're having, but your level of impatience or your level of patience is very much going to dictate your strategy. So many people begin to go down the path of up-leveling their business, their brand, or their avatar just to make it midway down the road and turn right back around again because they begin to lose trust and they begin to get nervous because they don't see the new customer arriving in volume quickly enough to support their goals. And so the first thing that I will tell you is when you go to do an up level of your brand, it could be a 12 to 24 month process of building a new database, building a new audience, building a new brand online visibly to the market, making sure that your assets are a match and everything in between. And so the number one thing that you have to recognize when you go into a brand up level is that even if you go and you flip the switch and you begin marketing to these higher level people overnight, you get new photography, you get new branding done. That doesn't mean that magically now people see you as an authority at that level or are bought into your brand at that level. And on the flip side, when you do begin speaking and teaching and stepping into this new level, you need to make sure that there's congruency top to bottom, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So the first thing is set your expectations in alignment with how long the process is going to take, and then be pleasantly surprised if you get results better and faster and more quickly than that. But in your mind, you should know that this could be a 12 to 24 month process. Now, this goes hand in hand with number 2. And this is how you're going to keep yourself out of trouble as you're going through this process. And that is you have to have a transition plan. And what I mean by that is think about it like this. Many people quit their day job to go start their business just to find out very quickly that they're out of money, they're going into loads of debt, they've blown through their savings because the new business didn't get off the ground fast enough and they should have kept the day job. Well, up-leveling your business and your brand is kind of like that. Okay, you have to have a transition plan. You need to have a way to still produce cash, make sales, keep yourself in business, and invest in the rebrand while you're building the new audience. So what that might mean and what that might look like is from a public facing perspective, you're sharing content at the level that you want to now position the brand. You're marketing at the level that you now want to position the brand. Everything external facing to the market that is beginning to build your new audience may look and feel in alignment with where you're going. But behind the scenes, you still need to be nurturing the leads that you already have, making offers, even perhaps running launches that are still in some ways going to crystallize those people into action, because you simply cannot execute a well thought out and impactful transition to uplevel the brand without investing in it. And this is the part that no one says out loud. You have to be prepared to get new design assets. You have to get new photography. You want to make sure that you can do advertising, that you can invest in taking the time to put out quality video and audio and all of those things. So all of that said, don't quit your day job. You need to make sure that you continue to sell and market and serve the people that you already have while you're evolving the brand to capture the people that you want to bring in. As I mentioned already, that can look like, for example, I'll give a very specific example. You may be external facing marketing to this new avatar, but you may market really, really hard to your existing Facebook group with your current offers, with your current avatar. But then you may start a new Facebook group that is specifically for that higher level avatar that has only content at that level that you're going to put your new launch in once the time comes. Okay. So number one and number two go hand in hand. And that's about having your eyes open in the process, knowing what to expect, and being prepared to take this thing all the way so that you can, in fact, do an effective up level in your business, see the results that you want, attract the dream clients that you desire, and not have to quit midway through. Okay. Number three, forgetting what you know to be true. This is the constant lesson that we learn in business over and over and over again. Whatever has worked for you in the business, whether you're great at referral marketing, you're great at consultations, you're great at live launching, you're great at webinars, you're great at funnels, whatever has worked for you, don't stray from what you already know to be true. Simply take it and apply it in a new way. So many people, when they want to do something new in the business, or when they want to get a different result, they want to up-level their avatar, they want to do an up-level of the brand, they kind of throw the baby out with the bathwater and they try all these random new different things and none of them work out. And they're spread too thin and they don't have enough time, money, or energy to do them enough times to get to the point of result. So the third biggest thing is forgetting what you already know. What you want to do when you do a brand up level is take what you already know. Take what you have built and learned and done well and simply apply it to the new audience with the new strategy. But remember, you are going to have to build a new audience that has these people coming to your brand for this reason. And it takes months to do that. It's a long-term process, which is why I gave you number one and number two first, because that sets the stage for how you're truly going to be successful with this process. Okay. So the third thing is, do not forget what you already know. Whatever your core strategies have been that have successfully worked in converting customers, keep those strategies in place, simply adapt them for the clientele that you now want to focus on, and make sure that the way that you use the strategy is in alignment with the people that you want to sell to. The fourth one. This is absolutely, I want you to stop what you're doing. If you got even a little bit distracted listening to this podcast, stop, come here with me now. One of the biggest things that I see from entrepreneurs constantly is they say, I want to work with this person instead of this person. And they describe who this person is and what results, they want to get them and what that looks like and all of that. So they have a clear idea of who they want to work with. But the truth is, most of the time, the people saying that they want to change their avatar, they want to up-level their brand, they want to bring in this new different person, they don't know this person well. They don't understand their operating reality. They haven't served this kind of person over and over again. They don't have the lived experience of knowing intimately the operating reality of the person that they want to sell to. Now, number one, you need to make sure that you are equipped to deliver the solutions for this person at the level that they would expect, given the price that you're going to charge and the solution that you're bringing. That's a given. Right? That's a given that you have to be qualified to do that and capable of doing that. And I'm assuming if you're listening to this show that you're picking something that you, in fact, can do with integrity. But beyond that, if you don't intimately know this person or group of people that you want to be serving, and you have not served them in volume in the past, and you're coming from a theoretical approach to what you think about what they want, who they are, how they buy, how they think, you are going to get stuck. And I've seen this, I've been in the coaching world for over a decade now, and I see this over and over again with people that they have a desire to serve this new group of people, but they don't even know them. And they think they know them, and they're making up theoretical ways of marketing to them, of serving them, of selling solutions to them. And people just aren't responding to them because they aren't actually accurate. And so the thing I want you to make sure that you do, and you're going to have time to do that, is I want you to make sure that if you're moving into a new market segment, that you really take the time to connect with those people, learn how they think, learn how they operate, consume their content, interview them. You can interview them on your podcast. You can interview them on a live show. There's all different ways that you can get to know these people. But please, the one thing I don't want you to do is start marketing and creating content and selling to these people with a misaligned message that you don't even know is misaligned because you haven't done the research. You haven't done the intimate conversations to really know how this person thinks or what this person really wants. The next one is making sure that it's aligned, top to bottom. The worst thing that you can possibly do is go get new, beautiful, sparkling photography to uplevel your brand and then to keep your message still in alignment with the old audience, or to go get new messaging and slap on it 5-year-old branding that everyone's seen 8,000 times. It's every element of the brand. And this is why in the Reinvention Playbook, I am so specific about laying out for you all of the steps that you should take in your communication strategy, in your planning strategy to build up to a reinvention in your business, because it is so important internally and externally that you take the right steps for this to land. And for most people, it doesn't, because either one of two things happens. People just ghost for forever while they're like working on their new thing, and they think it's okay that they're like haven't posted, haven't emailed, haven't done anything because they're working on their new brand. Then by the time they reemerge, everyone's like, what? Who are you? No one cares. Or on the flip side, right? People flip a switch overnight. And they're like, surprise, this is my new marketing. This is my new branding. Here's my new message. This is what I do now. And no one takes you seriously because there was no strategy. There was no buildup. There was no clarity. You didn't enroll them in the experience. You didn't have a conversation with the market about what you were doing and why you were doing it. You didn't bring them along on the journey. Now, I spell all of this out for you in a step-by-step process in the Reinvention Playbook. This is 38 pages of absolute gold that will transform your business from the inside out and allow you to do these strategic reinventions over and over again in your business while making decisions about realigning your product, your price point, your offer, your marketing, your core of your business in a way that matches for you and where you are in that season of life. That is linked down below the podcast, so you can grab a copy of the Reinvention Playbook down below. If you're listening to this and you're like, I really need help growing my business, I need help turning things around or doing an up level, you guys know I not only own a marketing agency, but a coaching and consulting company, as well as 4 other businesses. Book a call with my team and they will point you in the right direction as to which of our organizations or which of our divisions are going to be the right solution for you. But if you're listening to this and you are going through this process and you feel like you need support, absolutely book a call. There's a link down below for that as well. So first call to action, make sure you grab the Reinvention Playbook. It's absolutely for free and it's going to help you with this whole process. And number 2, if you are looking for help reinventing, up-leveling, getting your business back into high growth again, book a call. Book a call. Someone on my team can help you. And we have all different offers at all different price points, so we can kind of match you up with the solution that really is going to be the right thing for you. Okay, so we talked about impatience. We talked about having an interim plan for cash. We talked about not forgetting what you already know to be true. We talked about making sure that you research and explore and understand their operating reality. We talked about making sure that your brand transition and up level is in full alignment from top to bottom. That goes for photography, assets, copywriting, marketing, your email list, your offers, your pricing, and everything in between. It should be a cohesive package that feels strong, it feels tight, it feels clear to the market, and there should be lead up communication that brings people along the journey, let them know what's happening, enrolls them, and then creates curiosity and then, of course, demand. Okay. And finally, just a bonus tip, which we talked about already, which is, don't be on the extreme of either ghosting while you're working on it till it's perfect or flipping the switch overnight. As I mentioned already in the Reinvention Playbook, I walk you through the 10 steps that you can take to reinvent your business. Over the course of your business career, you're going to reinvent your business probably every 2 to 5 years. Every 2 to 5 years, you're going to reinvent your business because as you grow and evolve, as will the business. And you're going to feel stagnant and stuck if you don't reinvent yourself. But having a reliable process that's well thought out, that enrolls the market, that creates curiosity, that creates buy-in is going to be absolutely essential to making sure that your Uplevel actually provides the result that you want. So I hope this was clarifying for you and helpful for you as you design this process for your business. As always, sharing is caring. So feel free to share this episode with someone that you know that's excited about creating growth in their business. And before you go, make sure you download a copy of the Reinvention Playbook and book a call if you're looking for help growing your business. Thanks for tuning into the Kelly Roach Show, and we'll see you back here in just a couple days.